A Manatee County man dies and a niece signs off on his cremation, but as I-Team investigator Kylie McGivern finds out, she was not a relative at all.
It's a problem the I-Team first told you about in July, and now another family is coming forward.
Well, growing up, he was fun, adventurous, was very involved in our life. This is my wedding picture with him.
Anna Maria Anselmi says her father,
he had a lime in his mouth,
was the life of the party.
It was just funny because he wore glasses and we sprayed his glasses.
But as Francisco Fernandez got older,
he just started to change in his behavior.
They grew apart.
It was just this kind of erratic behavior that we'd never really seen before.
Anselmi says she and her sisters lost contact with their father for several years.
One of my sisters had reached out to Department of Vital Statistics.
That is when she learned her father had died just weeks earlier, on January 25th, 2015.
When we first saw his death certificate, we honest to God, we questioned, is this really our dad? You know, because his name was spelt wrong. His mother's name, the person claiming to be a surviving relative, all that was incorrect.
The death certificate, signed by a woman they had never heard of, listed as his niece.
He doesn't have a niece named Claudia Crawford.
They also learned Crawford had him cremated.
It was very just like alarming, like how could this have happened?
And the I-Team found it's not the first time a fake relative has taken over.
I can't believe this could happen to someone.
We uncovered how a fake nephew cremated a Citrus County Navy veteran, Robert Wallaconis, before his family even learned he had died.
And I had no idea who that was, and my father was an only child.
After the I-Team got involved, state funeral home regulators opened an investigation. We also learned a gap in state law doesn't require funeral homes to verify the identities of family members. We also went to get answers from the crematory where Fernandez was taken.
How did niece end up on the death certificate?
She was his caregiver. That's how she was listed, his caregiver. Niece was an error, a clerical error.
Karen Tompkins, owner of Good Earth Crematory, could not say how that happened, but says she relied on Claudia Crawford for all information.
She did state there was a daughter, but no way to contact that daughter.
Tompkins says she took Crawford at her word.
Because if you go and look at the messages that Claudia sent me, it contradicts that.
Anselmi showed us these Facebook messages she traded with Crawford, who wrote, "He was like my uncle to me, and that's what I told people so they wouldn't think he had no one in this world."
I tried to meet with her just to get some information on, you know, just the last month of his life or since she walked into his life, just trying to help with us getting that closure. But that never happened.
Hi, this message is for Claudia Crawford.
We reached out to Claudia Crawford, also known as Claudia Alonzo in county records, to ask why she did this.
I'm calling just in regards to Francisco Fernandez.
Crawford told us she met Fernandez during his stay at a Bradenton assisted living facility. Paradise Rest is where Claudia Crawford says she met Mr. Fernandez when she was working as an office manager. State records show the assisted living facility closed in June.
I really appreciate you calling me back and letting me know and being willing to talk.
Crawford agreed to speak with us on camera, but then stopped returning our calls and messages. Instead,
hi, Kylie, my name is Claudia.
We were left with the first voicemail she left us.
And Mr. Fernandez didn't have any family. I believe I made myself his healthcare surrogate because no one would come forward and he needed to get medical attention. I was on the contact person because no one else came forward. I even helped with his cremation, and it was not only until after his passing that his family came forward. So that is all the information that I have that I can give you at this point. If you have any further questions, you can call me back on my cell phone.
Anselmi says she was able to get her father's remains from the crematory and bury him in the family plot in Bradenton.
He's with his family, and we have peace knowing that.
Anselmi says she's sharing her story to warn others and call for change.
So that another family doesn't have to go through what my mother and my sisters and I have gone through, then that will make it all worth it.
Since the I-Team got involved, the state has opened an investigation into Good Earth Crematory. If something like this has happened to your loved one, we want to hear from you. I'm I-Team investigator Kylie McGivern, taking action for you.